Well, the future of poke in the islands, could it be impacted by our climate? And who spent the most on attack ads this election? Plus, after Hawaii governors leave office, what future do they see politically? Those are just some of the stories that our partners at Civil Beat are following. And joining us over Skype is reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Mehelani, and I see that poke is more important than governors to the KITV crew. Is that correct?
At this moment, yes, because you know what? Let's just talk about the food. Let me get that out of the way. So is poke prices going to be going up this holiday season?
Well, there's a good chance. There's a new study that's being published in a scientific journal, and it says that big fish like tuna and swordfish, they are being devastated by climate change. It's actually forecast a 75% decline in the central North Pacific, and of course that includes the Hawaiian Islands. Now that's forecast over a number of years, but as you pointed out earlier, poke prices do seem to go up, particularly around the holidays, and fish is more scarce.
Well, certainly not good news, and I know we're going to be keeping an eye on this for the next few weeks. All right, so from poke to politics, let's talk about those political action committees. Who are the big spenders in all of that?
Well, a total of about $14 million was spent locally on TV ads, and that includes about 1/3 from political action committees, and some of them from the mainland, super PACs. From the mainland, topping out was the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. They spent about $1.2 million in trying to get Linda Lingle elected to the U.S. Senate. Locally, Pacific Resource Partnership spent over $2.2 million, successfully in this case, trying to defeat Ben Cayetano for Honolulu mayor. They favored Kirk Caldwell.
Wow, there was a lot of money spent during this election. Civil Beat also did an interesting study on Hawaii governors and what's happening to them afterward. And apparently they're finding a hard time finding political jobs afterward, right?
Well, you know, one of the things we really didn't think about after the election just last Tuesday was that 2 Hawaii governors lost a race for another office. 2 governors that had served 2 terms each. Between them, they'd only lost 1 office. In fact, Ben Cayetano defeated Linda Lingle for governor. But for some reason, Hawaii governors don't seem to go on to other elected office. That's in contrast to the mainland, where a lot of governors become U.S. senators. Some of them even become U.S. presidents. So no luck for going on to higher office once you've served as governor so far here in Hawaii.
Very interesting. Any reasoning for this?
Well, I think one of the reasons has to be the fact that our senators, Senator Dan Inouye and Senator Dan Akaka, have been in office for so long. So there's no openings, really. Even in the U.S. House, we've generally had people that have stayed in office for a long time. Neil Abercrombie was there for 20 years. So because there aren't any openings, there's no opportunity to run. Linda Lingle, in fact, of course, did run this year because Senator Akaka is finally retiring.
Well, certainly a lot of interesting stories on Civil Beat, including the poke. Chad, thank you so much for joining us.
Poke is important to Civil Beat, too. I got to tell you that.
Very important. Thanks a lot, Chad. Well, you can find the complete story that we just discussed on civilbeat.com. It is 6:38. We'll be right back.